Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm back with another video, and thank you for coming back. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to work in this little journal that I've been working on. I guess it's not so little. It's about 9 inches by 6, and it's got about an inch, about an inch and a half spine. This is a cover that I made. It's got a TN style insert. This was a vintage linen that I covered. I attached to a fairly fine weave coffee stain fabric, and then I added some vintage linen to the inside right here. And this is some linen that I got from Rachel some time ago, but I just love it. And then I've got those elements there, and then I've added a lace covered pocket to the front. I think it's really quite pretty. So let me take this out and we can have a look at it here in a second. But first let me just show you. So this is what I've made. I've curved the spine in the drying process. So I will show you how I make this sort of spine because I do have something heavy like card in here. You can probably figure it out in terms of gluing the elements together. But if it's something you want to see, let me know, and I'll do that in a future video. So that's the cover. This is the journal, and this is something I've done. I've used the tab method of adding the envelopes. It's all envelopes or bags that have been attached together, but you can see I've sewn in 3 signatures, and I've sewn them in on the tabs. So that was a little bit precarious, but yeah, it was fun to do. So I've just put in here, this all needs to be decorated, and I thought we could do some of the decorating together. So this is an envelope. What I did is I covered the envelopes, and then I put them together with tabs, and then I sewed down each of them. It wasn't necessary, but I just thought it would be a nice addition to just sew down and keep it, just to make it even sturdier. This one has the journal in here. This was another one. What I've done is I've taken card and I've cut it to the size I think I need it, and then that I can go back and then cover those to make them pretty for the journal. So I've got one in here as well, that sort of thing. And then here's some pages. And I've used Rachel's digitals. I've used Heather's Ruby and Pearl, and I think chapter 1 as well. And then here we've got another big, this was an envelope that I covered, and then I've put a card in here, and then that just lets me know I've got the right size already cut out, and then I can take it to decorate. This one I just put a piece of Tim Holtz cardstock, and I thought, oh, I'll just cut that and have it so that you can see it, because I think the colors look really pretty with how I've decorated that page. And then here's another one with a tag at the top, like so. And we'll decorate that, or I'll decorate it. We'll do some of them together. And here's another one there at the back. And of course those need to be decorated as well. So the signatures, let me just show you what they look like. So I've used, like I said, this is some vintage paper, some of my coffee stain paper. Tried to use a mix of both. I love that page. So the way I folded it, you're going to get a tuck spot here, and you're going to get a tuck spot there. And you can see I just sewed and tied individually into each of the 3 where I chose to put this. And that could be something I show you in a future video as well. But I just thought this came together really pretty. And then, like I said, there's this. There's the bag. And then I chose to put a signature in wherever there were 3 rather than 2. I just thought it would make it sturdier. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's this second one. Isn't that beautiful, that page? And I think there's 8 to 10 pages per signature. And once again, you can see where I've sewed 3 separate and tied them off each time. And I just think it's fun. I used like the French florals. I've used the Chateau, some of the Chateau papers, and then this envelope. So I covered all the envelopes first and the bag. I wanted to leave some of this glassine showing so that you could see something through it. And then that's the last third, 1, 2, 3. And the colors are just so stunning together. Really happy. Love that page. So yeah, I'm just gonna, play, and you can see a little bit of, this is fabric from where it was tied into its original book. Vintage paper, so fine and beautiful. Once again, tied 3 separate. And it's the end of the signature. So it makes for a lovely journal, and I just put it through, by having 3 signatures, I just put the center signature under the elastic in the journal. Super easy, easy peasy. So I want to keep this beautiful card here, and so let me just pull this one out, attempt to pull this one out, and we can decorate it, and we can decorate this one. Actually, I want to put something, I kept the top open so that I could put something in here. So let's see, I do have some paper here. These are just some things that I found this morning or sitting around. And I could put that iris, or that little, what is it, a bluebell, oh gosh, so pretty, a bluebell in there, just so that there's something, if there was no tag, we would still see something in there. So I'm just going to cut the bottom a bit and hope that that's enough. And then we'll just set it in like that. Pretty, really pretty. Okay, I don't think I need all of this. It just makes it easier to glue it in if I don't have too much that I have to move. I'll take my art glitter glue and put some glue back here. And then we'll be all set. Now I try and make sure that I'm laying this up against the window because I don't want it to glue in too soon. The glue will dry super fast. There we go. Really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me grab, I have a magazine here for using the glue stick. Okay. Right on. Okay, we've got that. And I feel like I want to put some of this washi across the top where it's currently open. So I'm going to just turn it like that and get my glue, get my washi. This is washi I bought online, or on Etsy. It is William Morris washi, but I don't know if it's still available. Actually, I may not. I might just tear one edge a bit so that it's not so regular. And this particular washi, I find you don't really need to put glue stick on it. But I did want to use it to fold down here. And I thought the colors were really pretty with this. So this could fold over, if I'm lucky enough to have it fold over. Okay, that could fold over. And then this one I'm going to want to cut here thank you for all your kind comments about my craft room tour, and I do apologize for me moving a lot, and I do have a lot of art supplies, and I do have more journal making supplies, but they tend to be just the rudimentary things that I keep in my storeroom. So I wanted to just show you the things that I particularly love. Okay, so let's decorate these, or let's see how many we can get through in one go. So I have some beautiful vintage paper, which I think would be perfect. I'm just cutting a few big pieces. We could set that there, I think. Where's my glue stick? There we are. Yeah, I'm so grateful. It's so great to have a partner who's super handy to be able to build the wall for me and make shelves and all of that great stuff. So I'm very, very lucky that way. So I'm going to put that at the bottom, and I'm going to just fold that over like so. Okay. And let's see, we want a little bit on this one as well, I think. I want this one on here. I'm just going to move this over a little bit and get my glue going. And set this, I'm going to set it so that it will also fold over on one side. Pardon me. Like that. Okay. That page is already, this is from a magazine, Scientific America. Terrific magazine. It is one that my husband reads frequently. So, let's see. Why don't we put this here? I don't know that I want. This is paper from Triple V Vintage. Love it. Love it, Vern. It's just gorgeous. I keep that because, you know, I put some more glue on here. So yeah, if you don't mind me just making some ephemera for this fun little journal, then I appreciate you coming along for the ride. So there's that. Okay, well, I don't want to always use the same thing. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, I have some, this is some fun vintage paper. I love that. That's where this spine, where it was attached to the spine. It's beautiful. Like, it's just beautiful rag paper, and you can see the fibers. Super beautiful. Okay, I'm going to rip it like this down here. And my thought is to put it, and I want to keep those spine elements, and I'll fold it around. Maybe, or cut it. It's hard to say. Okay, I'm going to at least glue it, and then we'll decide how we do. Okay. Take that up. And I want to try and cover a fair amount. So I'm going to go like that. Do I want to fold that over? Okay, it's going to stick. I love the little fuzziness sticking at the top. Cut the bottom off. And that can be used somewhere else. Okay. Isn't that fun? Like, I really like how that looks. We don't have to put anything over that. I think I do need a little something down here. And you know what? Got some Tracy paper. Oh, I like this. So I'm just gonna, this is from her, I think this is from Oddments. And that's gonna look really nice down there. So just gonna put glue like so. Like that. Okay. And I'm just going to line it up with the bottom and the side here. And I can see all kinds of glue. That's the thing about glue stick. I get more glue on myself, it seems. No one's surprised by that. Okay. I'm just going to try and make sure I get fairly close to that edge. And why not fold that over? Put my glue on it. And that's a really nice neutral collaged base for us. And this one, I think I'll put a little bit of washi at the top there. This is some more William Morris washi. And yeah, I think I got this from the same source, but like I said, I'm not sure that they're still available. But if you search for William Morris washi tape on Etsy, I'm sure there's somebody selling some. So that's, I think, you're probably your best bet. They may even have it on AliExpress. I don't know. I don't do AliExpress anymore. So I'm just going to put that here, like that, and fold that over. So yeah, once again, we have two bases, and so now I'm going to move this out of the way and figure out what we're going to put on these tags. I do have a number of florals cut out from different sources in this particular little ephemera holder or supply holder. Irises. I have a little portrait thing there. Ooh, love that. I think that's from Took. I think that's from you. Love that. So some smaller sized ones as well. These are from Rachel. These are from Took as well. I know my larger ones are from our Tooks. Love that. Oh, I have some owls. I think those are from Took. These are from Tracy, these labels here. Do I want? I'm not sure I want those. I might grab a couple of these labels. I'm not sure. I might do something with those here. Just let me pull these flowers out and we'll see if we want one. Okay. So they're beautiful, aren't they? Really lovely and colorful. Okay. So I like the idea. Maybe this wider one. Gosh, that's pretty with this back here. I like that. And we could put, these colors look beautiful too. If we put it like down here and then the flower, I think that will work. Okay, let's do that. So I'm just going to use my my art glitter glue for this purpose. And just set that down, not quite to the edges. Down here. Yeah, I was happy, really, you were very kind in your comments about my craft room. I was nervous about that because I recognize that I'm very fortunate to have as much as I do. But like I said, I have been someone who has made my living to some extent as an artist, it certainly as a sorry, I'm just thinking about this as I do this. Certainly, I did a lot of years of pet portraiture, and isn't that pretty? I really love that. Okay, so we've got that so far, and so yeah, it's the sort of thing I probably shouldn't explain myself, should I? Love that. So we could do something like this. Those colors play really nicely together. Okay, I'm going to set that up there. So, you know, I love to decorate with nature items and whatnot. I think I'll print out some more of Tracy's portrait pieces too, because I quite love those as well. I want to put a little piece of this. I don't know how sticky that is. So I've saved those little bits. And I'm going to set this down here like that, just for another pop of color. And then this will just sort of, yeah, sit there. I think, unless I prefer this one. No, I prefer the tulips, I think. So we'll go with the tulips. So I hope you guys are well. What are you up to these days? What are you working on? I'm just playing with this journal. The envelope part of it was something I did quite a while ago. And then I kind of found it. I think Gail inspired me with her Forgotten Friends Fridays. I was like, yes, I do have that that I could work on. So I pulled it out, and I'm happy with how it's coming together. What else do I have here? I love a little bit of Italian paper. I could put something like that there, or here. I could put it on top of that. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like seeing the little measuring tape there at the bottom of that digital. So I don't want to lose that part of it. Okay. So there. And I don't have my corner rounder handy. But let's see, I might just clip the corners like Rachel does. Get some more of those. Oh, okay. I love these. These are some of Tracy's labels. And I think I like to have that octagon for some reason, if I can get it out. Let's see what comes together. Why have one label when you could have several? That's my philosophy. And I know not everybody likes to have labels on their pieces, but I do. I really do. And you really cannot beat Tracy's beautiful labels. You just can't. That one there. Yeah, I think I'll put that one there because it's wider. There's more real estate in the width for it on this particular tag. And I like it crossing over onto the butterfly piece. So that's the final tag there. Yeah, I think I'll put this down here. Hope you can see. Normally I would get more than this many two tags done in a half hour, but I guess showing you the journal and whatnot took up a bit of time. There or here? I think up there, because it draws your eye up there. So we'll set this up here, and then, like I said, and I'm sure I'll do in a couple of follow-up videos, I'll do a couple more, some more items for this. So I'm just going to cut the corner like inspired by Rachel here. It just makes it so that it's less likely to get caught as it goes in as well. So it looks nice. And, whoops. There we go. There's all those pieces. Move them to the trash here. So, really love those. Okay. So this would go in here. It's still damp, so I'm not going to put it in, but that one's going to go in there. And then this one, I didn't think about, did I, having something, well, you can still see the side of that flower, so that looks good when it's in there. And then I would probably put a tab up there. I purposely put the hole in a different place, or the notch, but I think that's pretty, and there's going to be a lot to decorate in here. So I think it's going to be fun. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. We we may be doing this or something else, but I will come back and do this from time to time with you as well. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.